Moby Grape could have been the biggest band out of San Francisco since the Jefferson Airplane.
When the five of us got together, Don Stevenson, Bob Mosley, Peter Lewis, and Skip Spence and myself, just started jamming, and right then we knew the chemistry was right. Just fine, sparks were flying. It was great.
Hey, Grandma, you're so young.
In 1967, Moby Grape released their debut album to phenomenal reviews.
We've had many rock groups with far-out names, but none of them can top our next guests, the Moby Grapes.
Yeah. I guess you're leaving soon.
With so many good songs to choose from, their label released 5 singles at the same time.
Releasing 5 singles at once kind of confuses the DJs around the country because they really didn't know what to play.
As a result, their songs never received enough airplay. For Moby Grape, it was only the beginning of their bad fortune. At a party for the band's record release, there were 700 bottles of wine on hand and not a corkscrew in the house. Then 10,000 orchids fell from the ballroom ceiling, causing partygoers to slip on the wet flowers. The following day, the band was charged with contributing to the delinquency of minors when police found underage girls in the band's car.
We were found completely innocent of all of that, but they don't report that. You know, that might, so all of a sudden, Moby Grape, drug problems, you know, and none of it had any fact at all.
Despite their innocence, Moby Grape's East Coast tour was canceled.
It was really bad that happened.
The band moved to New York in 1968 to record their second album. For Skip Spence, the band's guitarist and driving creative force, life in New York City was too much to handle.
I think Skippy got introduced to some drugs. I saw him one day, it was a nice hippie, and then all of a sudden he looks like he's shaved with an axe. And he's got chains dangling and a big leather thing, and he's sweating like a pig. And all of a sudden, it's all changed.
Skip's behavior was so erratic that one evening he grabbed an axe and went looking for the band's drummer, Don Stevenson.
So all of a sudden, everybody around there is freaking out and say, your guitar player came in there and axed your door down, which we'd have never been able to figure out what he had in mind, but it couldn't have been good.
Skip was carted off to jail.
So that ended up being a real disaster, and that's what took the initial 5 men and the chemistry all apart. It never was the same after that.
Skip was released after 6 months. In 1969, he recorded the critically acclaimed solo album, 4. The rest of the band struggled along and broke up shortly after their 4th album, 1969's Truly Fine Citizen. So where is Moby Grape now?
Can't see me here. I wanna talk to you.
Through the years, the band has continued to reform and record in several incarnations, mostly without Skip Spence. As a result of legal battles with their former manager, since 1973, the band has performed under several different names. The band's biggest obstacle, however, is receiving back royalties.
As far as Moby Grape royalties go, we don't get anything. We get nothing.
These days, guitarist Jerry Miller performs with a variety of musicians, including his father, who plays piano on Jerry's 1998 release. As for the rest of the band, guitarist Peter Lewis has embarked on a solo career. He's also taken up painting. His 1995 release includes a visual interpretation for each of his songs.
Please don't worry about me, and I'll take care of thee. Just think of me and I'll be there.
For bass player Bob Mosley, Moby Grape is still a part of his life.
I want to know where I am now. I'm in Northern California writing my music and playing my music and talking to the boys in the band.
Drummer Don Stevenson sells timeshare vacations in Whistler, Canada. he also continues to perform. After years of declining health, guitarist Skip Spence died April 16, 1999, 2 days shy of his 53rd birthday. The album More Ore was released as a tribute to Skip Spence. It features the original Ore songs re-recorded by artists like Robert Plant and Beck. As for the future of Moby Grape,
we're so close to being able to do it right. It's time to do it right.
they're the bands that take you back.